Hello. How are you guys doing? Good evening. Um, Today is just gonna be a very chill live. um, Hopefully you guys got some wine, something. Mm-hmm. We hold women accountable over here. That's what this represents to me. Ain't no way these legs is spreading for a man that I think just ain't doing it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ladies. Gotta be selective. Gotta be selective. No way. I'm not spreading the cheeks. I'm sorry. Um and you guys, I know you guys are gonna ask, where did I get this from? From a Black-owned business that is no longer selling them. And it was like one of those, you were supporting like an influencer type on Instagram. And so this was like years ago. So it's like they don't have it anymore. Maybe I should put it on the shirt and sell it. We need to promote this. Okay. Just get straight to the point. And I had a Caucasian lady walk up to me in the grocery store because I just threw this on and I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't trying to make a political statement at the grocery store, but you know how that be sometimes. And so she came up to me and she was just like, "I love your sweater." And I said, "Girl, you going through it too?" So I'm like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "I love your sweater." I was like, "Thank you." You gotta love Becky's, okay? You gotta love the Becky's too. The Becky's are funny. The Becky's are starting to see where we coming from. That's what that is. When she came up to me and she said that, I said, "Oh, you out here, you done dealt with somebody similar to what I've been dealing with." And we know we know he shared the same skin color. That's what that was, if you were wondering. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So let's go ahead and get into today's video. I'm gonna just throw this out here, and I don't mean to offend the girl that this video is about, but there is a TikToker that went viral because she was looking for a man that she met while on vacation. And you guys, I'm not a big fan of chasing a man down, like, at all. I'm a big fan of a man chasing you down. And to be honest, it was like Cinderella but reversed. And see, this is why you don't do this type of stuff, because if a man really wants you, he's gonna call you. He's gonna call you. You don't have to chase him. Okay. If he really is interested. I have girlfriends that chase men and stuff like that, and it just never works out. And the reason is because y'all know I have brothers. I talk to my brothers about this type of stuff, and they really look at it as like a turnoff. A true masculine man is gonna look at it as like a turnoff because they feel like a bitch. I'm gonna just say that they don't feel manly when a woman is doing the chasing, and so it's like a turnoff for them because they feel like a bitch. So anytime a woman is chasing a man and he's comfortable with it, 9 times out of 10 is because he wants you to be the more dominant one, and that means you're going to be paying bills. That means you're going to be the breadwinner. That means that you're going to be doing a lot of work in the house and outside the house. So yeah, in the beginning, you guys, in the very beginning, it's nice for a man to chase you consistently for a little while to make it known that he wants you, and then you can start reciprocating. But day 1, day 2, he needs to open that door first. And if you want to get a man's attention, make eye contact, flirt, let him know that you're available, but that's as far as it goes. And if he doesn't make a move after that, then he's just not into you. And sometimes that's a hard pill for some of us to swallow, but it's better that you swallow it than to end up in a situation like Because I felt bad for her low key because I'm like, dang man, I know she probably made this video thinking, this was the love of her life and they were gonna end up together, like those romance movies and stuff like that. And I really felt bad for sis because I'm like, dang, I know she was just thinking about it, because I've been there. I've romanticized a man that just wasn't ish, you know what I mean? So like, dang, I know she probably feels. So yeah. But let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm going to play my intro and then I'm going to get into my commentary. Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it. Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get into tonight's video. If you're pouring up with me, we're having a glass of red wine, dry. Let's pull up this video. Somebody. Oh my gosh. Hold on, where is it at? Here we go. Are y'all seeing it? Okay, so I turned off the music in the background because I didn't want my oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. I turned off the music in this TikTok video because I didn't want to be striked and flagged again. Oh, that's another thing. I forgot to tell you guys that YouTube flagged my video from yesterday. It was copyrighted and I have about 48 hours before I can put it back up. So I have to wait it out. So it will be back up for you guys, hopefully by at least maybe Sunday. I'm hoping. So I apologize. I apologize about that. But you guys got to catch it live sometimes. That's the only way I can guarantee that you're going to see the content. And if it does get copyrighted, like what happened yesterday, it will definitely be on my Patreon, if nothing else. Okay, let's get into it. So the woman, she put this out on her TikTok and she was asking her TikTok followers to help her find this guy. And listen, sis was cute. Okay, look at the thick thighs with her cheetah print onesie outfit, swimsuit. She looked good. Okay. She looked real good.
Hey y'all.
Okay, so now I'm going to allow her to give you the update on the situation. So she put this announcement out here and she was like, hey, can you help me find this guy that I met on TikTok? And then she makes a response to the original TikTok video that she made to put the announcement out. So let's see what she has to say.
Fixing me. When he came up to me and he introduced himself, here's some background. I was in Miami looking all good in the ocean, and my friend was taking pics of me. When he came up to me and he introduced himself, my friend thought he was bold, so she kept recording. After we got out the ocean, he did give me his number, but I was lit, and I thought I saved it, but I didn't. So the update is that he is indeed married, and I won't be reaching out to him. His wife did request that I leave my post up, as you can see in this clip. And all I have to say is, ladies, don't believe in fairy tales. You may go viral.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. So he hops on TikTok like a few days later, and after his wife blasted him, let me say, after his wife was on this girl's side, I'ma say it one more again. After his wife took up for this stranger of a woman that he met on vacation. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say like there's nothing else to say. Okay, we got that out the way. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you caught that because these men want to play dumb to that. Like, what? I don't understand. Like, clearly he wasn't that into her. Really? The wife is like, been there, done that. I just needed a reason. Okay. So let's see what he has to say. He came on here he went on TikTok to defend himself.
All right, what's up, guys? All right, to whom it may concern, this is the bald haired beard guy that's in the video next to Cheetah Print that's floating around. And I wasn't gonna comment to anything, honestly, because I know the truth, everything that happened, but little Miss Cheetah is really trying to run off this clout that she got from completely capping. So it's time for the truth. Now, I'll keep this short. Ma'am, we did meet in Miami. We had a 5-minute convo, about 5, 6, 7 minutes, 7 at the most. 5 months ago, have not talked, came in contact, none of that. Text, right? Nothing. I didn't even know your name until all of this like transpired and you sent this crazy video.
Sir, that's irrelevant. Listen, okay? All of that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Why you out here acting single as a married man on a beach on vacation? You shouldn't even be approaching people. Am I crazy, y'all? I mean, like, just and the reason why I'm reacting to this, because I got men in my comments talking about, oh, it's just TikTok. Like, this is just TikTok. Like, this is what men do. This is what men do. And he seems like one of those type of men where this is a common thing for him. Like, he's a cheater. And I'm gonna get into that later. Like, he's a serial cheater. Like, this is what he does. And this is how he manipulates his way back into his wife's life or whatever the case may be. But I'm sure she's been through this a few times. So it's like, what are we doing? No, he don't have no type of decency. No. Okay. Look. Let me show you something. Because I mean, are we looking at the same thing? Let me pull it up. Because this is why you gotta have receipts when you're dealing with men. Because they really will try to gaslight you and make it seem like you crazy. They really will. I just wanted to show y'all this because hold on, wait a minute. It's crazy. And then this is what yes, caught in 4K. Thank you. Because we about to pull it up on the screen so we can see it. Is this not him? Is this not him? Let's blow it up. What? That don't look like no church hug to me. Do it look like a church hug to y'all? Do it look like a church hug to y'all? Now listen, okay. A few months back, last year, we had, was it Brandon on this channel addressing me with 2 chains? This man got a chain on his neck with his shirt off, with the beard, bald. We all know what that means. We all know what gray sweats mean. We know what gray shorts mean. Do we really look stupid? Like, do men think we're dumb? I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Because, we women, we do certain things, little things to try to get a man's attention. This man was certainly trying to get the opposite sex attention while on vacation. And then, sir, you're married. You have, I think, 5 children. What? 5? Where are they? You're on vacation. But let's continue. Let's continue. Somebody said I forgot about 2 Chainz Brandon tried to come on YouTube and address me with a chain on and try to get at me. And you don't think this man is trying to get at her with that chain around his neck with no shirt on, with that beard? You know how egotistical Black men are when it comes to how they present themselves with their materialism. I'm just saying. Yes, y'all, he has 5 yes, he has 5 kids. Oh my God. You know what? I feel bad for the kids because it's like, dang, that's your daddy. Okay, let's continue. Let's go back. Why I keep doing that? I keep sharing the wrong screen. Let's go back. But I had to blow that up because these men love to gaslight.
Again, 5-minute convo 5 months ago in 2021, August. It is January 2022, and you want to find the guy that you made a connection with in 5 minutes. Weird. But
sir, you've been married for 6 years. Okay, you've been married for 6 years. That's what it said on your TikTok. And I'm gonna get to that later. I'm trying to wait, but sir, you've been married for 6 years. Now listen, I didn't watch these response videos. I'm watching them in real time with y'all. But I did do some research on his TikTok. You've been married for 6 years. You have 5 kids. So 5 months ago, it really doesn't matter. That's irrelevant as well.
to break something down, now the video you made, you definitely edited and sliced it in a good way to depict whatever the hell you trying to prove or say, whatever. But some of the stuff you said, well, one thing you said was right. I did come up to you, I did come up to you. I was already enjoying myself in the ocean, basking in God's blessings upon me as the sun shine upon my bald head. Then you wobbled your ass down to the water. You was like a couple feet next to me, well, a couple feet away from me, whatever. And you was taking pics with your girl. I guess your girl was taking pics or whatever. So, I'm in my iPhone.
You guys, why y'all got me reacting to this? Y'all know I don't like using this word, but it's giving narcissism. Okay, it's giving narcissism. You see how he bigged up his importance, sir? Oh my! And this is what narcissists do. Oh my God, they get caught red-handed. And this is what they do, y'all. This is what they do. If you are caught in a situation like this, you are being held down by the shackles of narcissism. You really are. And you really need to get out. You do. You really do. Because this is what they do. They can get caught red-handed and somehow convince you that no, you're wrong, you're the problem, like I didn't do that, it's not what it seems or what it looks like. Like, this is what they do. I'm sorry. Like, this is what they do. And he's trying to manipulate. He's he's trying to manipulate his way out of this situation. But it's like, sir, it's on video. Like, you're on video. Thank you for the super chat. It's like, sir, you're on video.
I'm trying to be like, ooh, y'all doing a photo shoot, Miami, hey, you know, walked over to you, introduce yourself, have my hand out, you know, I'm a gentleman, having fun, grab my mouth to you, you know, nothing serious, woo, woo, woo. Definitely did the double high five that you interlock the little fingers with, which offer up a little real different. But you know, whatever. Cool, let's go. Definitely have real vibes. But all right, well, you know, yeah. Still chopping up with you, you know. Your girl was like, hey, I think one of your girls, hey, you want to get in the photo? You want to get in the photo? Like, yeah, whatever. I'm in Miami. Turn up. You know, hey, Miami, hey, have fun. You know, having fun. Nothing serious. That's why the hug, so-called hug, friendly little hug. Because if I was really trying to get on and cheat, it would have been something, you know, grasping, something more intimate, something, you know. Definitely not the intention at all. Even
I call BS. Y'all know how these men be when they meet you for the first time. They trying to play it cool, but they really trying to hit. Trying to see if they can get in, see if you easy or not. She probably wasn't easy, so you played it cool. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's what y'all do. Y'all try to play all innocent. Oh, I'm not trying to hit. Yes, you are. Day one. As soon as you walked up to her, you was trying to hit. And I told you guys, ladies, if they find you attractive, they trying to have sex with you. There's no if, and, but, or maybe. No, he's trying to hit. He was trying to hit. He saw them thick thighs and was like, whoo. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what happened. But see, what happened was he knew he was on camera and he was like, dang, you know, it's too risky because I'm married. And, you know, if somebody see that video, I don't want them to put two and two together. I'm pretty sure he hit somebody else that night, though. I'm pretty sure he hit somebody else that night. These men, listen, they can play with y'all, but they can't play with me. I ain't no dummy. So that little church hug, you trying to play it cool because you was trying to slide in later, possibly until you was caught on camera and then you were like, oh, let me back out of this one, but let me go hop on something else. That's how they think.
wordplay. Even what I was talking to you about was just stupid little stuff. I never pressed you to want to do anything. If I was really trying to move in a cheater's way, ma'am, I don't know how many guys actually holler at you, but I would have invited you over to, you know, my peoples. We was on the sand drinking. Would be like, hey, yo, come have a drink. Would be like, hey, bring your girls, man, you should come have a drink. Y'all might as well come to the telly with us right quick. You know what I'm saying? Start with some more, have a drink. Like that. No. I cease communication. Talking about you lost my number. I never gave you my number. There's a reason why that 5-minute convo only stayed a 5-minute convo of contact between both of us. It stayed there. Now, I don't.
Yo, he's trying to convince himself because who is believing this? Who? His wife don't even believe him. So why would the internet? That's what I want to. Listen. You know what he should have did? Because all he doing is embarrassing his wife even more. But you know what? It's giving her the strength to leave. Sir, you should have been begging for your wife's forgiveness because there's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this, like at all. You were caught in 4K on TikTok. It went viral. You embarrassed your wife. That's it. It ends there. No, it starts there and it ends there. We all this information that you're giving us is really irrelevant because you should have never been hugging another woman to begin with while on vacation alone. That doesn't even make sense. Or I don't even know if he was on vacation while you're on a beach alone with your chain. Like, who gets in the chain with y'all? You guys, if you spent a lot of money on a necklace, right? Jewelry, would you wear it in the ocean unless you're trying to be seen to impress who you married? Come, y'all. See, I can't see. This is why I'm single, because y'all, I would be locked up. 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 They would have to put me underneath the jail, or you know what? Better yet, I wouldn't even need to go to jail. I would probably be locked up in one of those psych wards where they got me in a straight jacket and I can't even move my arms because no, nope, no. Because no, who is dealing with this? Who is putting up with this? This is crazy.
I don't know what is in your head or how you think or where you're from, how y'all move. I have no idea. But it's weird that you really think a 5-minute convo gave you everything you needed to know to search a man out that you haven't even talked to since that moment 5 months ago. As weird as hell. And
sir, you didn't call her. Now, do I agree with her actions? Not necessarily. Not totally. Nope, I don't. And the reason is because I don't believe in chasing no man. If a man wants you, he'll call you, hunt you down. He'll pull up to your house if you blocked them or whatever the case may be because you being petty or some stuff. If he really wants you, he'll come find you. He'll come find you. So, or even if you even blocked him on social media, he'll probably text you or message you from a fake page or some stuff. If he really wants you, he'll come find you. So that's why I don't believe in chasing no man, especially in today's age. But, you know, it's crazy how he's trying to make her seem like she's the problem or she did something wrong or, you know, like she's weird or she's this or she's that and all of that. And it's just like, sir. You're a known cheater. Your wife has made that known to the internet. No one believes you. I'm sorry. This is just another one of your incidents that you are putting your wife through. And the internet didn't ask to be involved in this. You just got caught. You know, karma, it comes in mysterious ways. The fact that this girl decided to do what she did, the fact that you went viral, I mean, that's just your ways finally catching up to you, and it was exposed to your wife so she could leave you. That's all this is about. Like, this don't got nothing to do with her trying to drag this woman into your mess that you've been doing continuously to your wife. That's crazy.
Very lame. You know, and I mean, granted, I know I'm a handsome guy. And I like to think I got a decent mouthpiece, you know. But I can't even give myself that much credit.
That's that narcissism.
You in Miami.
That's that narcissism.
And I don't talk that slick to make a chick feel like, ooh, 5 minutes, that's everything I need. No, hell no. So, whatever your intentions originally was for this video, I mean, for you putting out the video like that, like me and you was just vibing on a date is just weird as hell to me. I don't get it because I don't know you and you don't know me. Like, I could literally be a freaking killer or something and could have hunted your ass not like you.
You guys, did I miss something? Did she ever call this a date? Did she ever call this a date? You see how they try to gaslight and it don't even make sense? I don't recall her saying that this was a date. Do y'all recall him saying that? Do you recall her saying that this was a date? I don't recall her saying that this was a date. I don't. She said she was on the beach. She was lit. She bumped into a guy that she thought was single who presented himself to be single. And she was trying to find him because she lost his number. That's what I heard. I didn't hear nothing about no date.
That just blew me. But
and one more thing, you guys. When you're dealing with a true narcissist, narcissists will always tell on themselves. They will, because they talk too much. They really think they're the smartest one in the room. They really think they're smarter than you. And that's their downfall. That's what actually plays them. Because they just get the talking and they just won't shut up. Because they think they're so brilliant. But the more they talk in their arrogance, in their ego, the more they tell on themselves. You just gotta you gotta like tune out the BS and really zero in on what they're saying, and you will see how they tell on themselves. And you just go along with it. You don't even interject, you don't even interrupt, because they're just gonna get defensive. You just like sit there and just listen. Because I've dealt with this. I'm like, okay, let me just sit here and listen. He's eventually gonna tell on himself. He's gonna backtrack. He's gonna be like, and get his words all jumbled up, get his story all backwards and jumbled up, because it's a lie. Like, he is not gonna remember all the lies that he's. And one thing about narcissists, they lie a lot.
Nevertheless, you capping hard. It was never no cheating, never no attempting to cheat. That's why the convo was very, very short. That's why I left that beach, got the hell on, continue having fun, enjoying my life. I hope you get whatever mental help you need, because that shit is just a little crazy and very, very weird. Because again, it happened 5 months ago, but I had to address this because you using me to go overboard off a lie. You all cap, man. All cap. So whatever happened, hope your life gets better. Yeah. Appreciate all the little comments, people that support me.
No, this is a narcissist dream right now. The attention that he got, good or bad, they love this. They love this attention. He eating it up. He think he really winning right now. Thank you, Trina. Because I wish somebody would have told me too. And y'all know I don't like to throw around the term narcissist, because I feel like too many people just throw it around just too loosely. But this is it. I'm sorry. Like, if you needed an example, this is it, girl. If you're in a relationship and this is what it is, you need to go ahead and pack it on up, sis, because that's what you're in, and you're going to go crazy. That man is going to drive you into the ground mentally. You're going to look in the mirror, and you're not even going to recognize yourself, because you're like, dang, am I going insane? That's what Summer Walker was singing about. This. And who said her life was terrible? Who said her life was horrible? Who said that? But that's how narcissists think. That's how they think. So, listen, this is a great example. I wish I would have got this 3 years ago.
And just real fast, y'all women are funny, because the same women that's in my comments, in most of the comments, downing me, dogging me, all of that, y'all are the same ones in my inbox trying to link up with me.
You see, I told you they tell on themselves. That's what he wanted. This is what this is all about, y'all. I told you, narcissists, let them speak. Let them talk. Let these men talk. Just let them talk. And yeah, you're just going to be like, did he really just say that? But when you allow them to speak, they tell on themselves. That's why I let them talk. I'm like, let me hear them out. Let them speak. If you get defensive, they're gonna shut down, and you're not gonna be able to actually get to the truth. So you gotta weed and air out all the BS and actually get to the truth. They eventually will tell on themselves. Okay, you just gotta be emotionally intelligent enough to hold on, girl. And yes, it's gonna be a rocky ride, but just hold on long enough for you to get the truth and not pop off. Because I know you want to pop off. It's like holding on to the chair and you're like, oh my God, inside, right? But you gotta have a poker face. You gotta have a poker face. You gotta be like, but inside you like, oh my God, did he just say that? Literally, I had to go through this experience, y'all. And I was just like, I need the truth. And I'm like, wow, I really have to I have to sit through this and listen to every lie that he's telling right now. And I just really want to go off. So yeah, you got to just hold on. Literally. Hold on. I think I got another super chat. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the wisdom, helping my sisters, cousins, nieces with the skills to pick better men to work on self-improvement because they don't listen to me. Shout out to Yanni. Thank you. That is so sweet. Well, glad I could be of service. For real, because it's a mess out here. It's a mess. This is a mess. And the reason why it matters, y'all, for you not to be in a situation like this is because there's no peace. There is no peace. There's no peace in this. There's no happiness in this. Just burden and emptiness. That's it.
Some of y'all sending me photos and videos with your ass all tooted up, telling me, ooh, I'm down to be a sneaky link. But man are dogs though, right?
So this is what y'all doing? So this is what we doing? Because you know what? I believe them. I believe them, but it still don't make you right, sir. Just because you got women in your DMs doing what they doing, that don't make it right. That don't make what you did right. Two wrongs don't make it right. It's not going to make it right, and it's not going to make it better. So you still wrong. They wrong. Y'all all wrong. Y'all all wrong. Like there's no right. So I'm looking at them women the same way that I'm looking at you. It don't just, ooh, I'm just looking at this man like how dare. No, I'm looking at the women the same way I'm looking at you. So you telling us this information like it makes a difference, and it really doesn't. It doesn't. The situation is just all the way, it's just all around sad. And your kids, like, do you care about them? You have 5 of them. You laid up with them. You laid up with your wife and created 5 kids. That was a choice that you made. It's crazy.
Just for the record, I definitely don't cheat on my wife. She know that. And as far as my wife, they ain't none of y'all damn business. So, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave this alone. For me, this is a change of subject now because this is getting old. If y'all continue want to be entertained, go check out a movie on Tubi, 3 Keys. It's a funny movie. And look out for my podcast. Got a podcast coming, talking about how faithful black men are. Why? Because black men don't cheat. Shout out, Carlos.
This is his wife, you guys. She's gorgeous. Let me blow it up for you. This who he out here cheating on. How you out here cheating on that? That's crazy. After 5 kids and she looked like that. Come on. So basically, the girl that made the original video, people are asking her to respond, and she just doesn't feel like she owes that to him so far. Now, let me go ahead and check real quick to see if she's responded. Let me see. Because when I created this slideshow, she had not responded. Oh my God. Jeez. Okay, let me see. Hold on, I'm still trying to work TikTok. I forget how you work it. Oh, okay, here we go. Has she said anything? No, she hasn't done anything since. So I'm assuming she's done with the situation. She don't care. And I'm happy for her. Okay. We don't need any more cheaters making podcasts. It just seemed like everybody feel like they need a podcast. You don't need a podcast. You need to go to therapy. You need to work on some things. You don't need a podcast. Okay, I'm gonna move on because I have something special for you guys. I mean, y'all was blowing up my DMs about this. And girl, when I saw this, I said, "Ooh, no, she didn't." I said, "Girl, ooh, oh yes, we about to get into it." Woman faces backlash after revealing she does date black men. Girl, and these men are upset. They upset. They upset. They upset. They mad. They big mad. They big mad. See, let me tell you something. Men cannot handle what they dish. And let me tell you something else. She didn't even dish all of what they dish. She only dished like a fourth of what they dish, and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. Now, let me blow this up here. Okay. And the reason why I said that men can't handle a fourth of what they dish is because the only reason why she made the statement that she made was because she had men in her comment section. She didn't even make it, she would have never made it known that she didn't date black men until they came at her sideways, and then she felt like she needed to explain herself. Because she's just like, well, you guys don't have to attack me because I don't date you. So it really doesn't matter, right? Basically, that's what she's saying. But of course, because men can't handle what they dish, they wanted to drag her in her comments. Not surprised. Not surprised. So I'm going to get into this. Let me see here. Okay. So basically, in on site, they trying to be nice. They saying people were upset. No, black men were upset. They trying to be politically correct by saying people were upset. No, black men were upset with this woman after she revealed she doesn't date black men okay, let me repeat this. Black men were upset with this woman after she revealed she doesn't date black men, after many black men got annoyed with her post about the total of the tab from her date night. After many black men gave their input, the woman then said a few things in the comments of her post on why their opinion meant nothing to her. I would like to know y'all's thoughts, but I'm going to continue because on site they pinned a comment that said she only mentioned that after 100 ninjas ran to her post talking about what they not paying for. She said she ain't want them no way. Okay, so if somebody don't want you, why do you care about how much she's getting? Why do you care about a man paying for a certain amount on a date? It don't got nothing to do with you. It don't got nothing to do with you, your money, your pockets, your time, your efforts, no nothing. So it's just like after she would have made that comment known in the comment section, you should have just dropped it. But no, we know how these men are. They're emotional, overly emotional, irrational. And it wasn't like she said, oh, I don't date black men because they thugs or they're this or they're that. She just said, I don't date you guys. And then she continuously was bombarded with all of these negative comments. And so she just let y'all have it. So I'm going to get into what she had to say, because that post got real toxic and she stooped down to that level, and then y'all couldn't handle it because you didn't like what she had to say. If you're not paying for it, and this is my thing, like, why do men care about something that they not paying for? I really want to know, like, why does it bother you so much? You're not paying for it. And newsflash to the men out here that have a problem with a woman getting a date for 300 or no, how much was it, you guys? Hold on, let me look it up. It was like what, $441? I can't see it. How much was it? No, it was $397. That was the total. It was $397. It was $397. If it ain't your money, why do you care? Why do you care? That's what I'm concerned about. Let me tell you something else. Listen, Black women out here are building. A lot of us are building alone. Yes. Which means we have our own money. Every time you look into the media, you don't see one of us. Okay, when it comes to child support and alimony, you'll see child support, but you won't ever see a woman divorcing a man taking half. Not a Black woman. You'll see every other race of woman out here, but you'll never see a Black woman hit the headlines taking a man for half of anything. Because we weren't taught to do that. Sadly, we were not taught to do that. We were not. We were taught to be strong, sacrifice, stay down, and be down for struggle love. We were never taught to require much of anything from men, especially financially. So when we have this conversation about, her having this requirement that $100 just is not going to cut it. I mean, let's think about it here logically for a sec. Have you ever went on vacation with cheap people? And when you go on vacation with cheap people, what's the experience like? Are you mainly in your hotel sitting by the pool, or are you out exploring and seeing what the city that you're in has to offer, or the country that you're in has to offer? So why would a woman settle for $100 date? What kind of experience would she get with that? Not much. What experience? Because you guys be so concerned about money. And basically what we are wanting is memories and experience. If you didn't do your job by talking to this girl consistently by phone, verbally, to get to know her, to see if she's even worthy of a date that's worth $397, that's your fault. See, the issue is you guys want minimum low effort in sex. So you get frustrated at women who look this beautiful and she has requirements that you don't need because you're broke. Now, listen, another thing that I want to point out. Whenever I go out to brunch with my girlfriends, a lot of them, we ain't thinking about how much money we spending on brunch. Like, I'll go out to brunch from morning probably till the evening time, and we drinking mimosas, champagne, we ordering things off the menu, extra guac, yes. And we're not thinking like, no, take that off. No, I don't need that. We're not broke. I've been out to brunch with women and we spending like $500 and we not even splitting, like we didn't even split up the tab. We're like, let's just split it 5 ways. And y'all over here tripping about $100 date? It's like, y'all. And another thing that I want to point out, because a lot of women can do this, why would we settle for $100 date? Why would we settle for that? We spend more money out with our girls for brunch. We spend more money on our nails. Come on. If you can't match what we do for ourselves, it doesn't make sense. You're more of a burden to our lives. Like, that's just how it is. My nails, I went and got my feet and my nails done, and I think I paid like $160. That's just for my nails. We're not talking about my hair. We're not talking about my makeup. We're not talking about all of these other, like my wardrobe, and you tripping about $100. Y'all, I don't know what else to say, because I've covered everything. If you're not doing your job, consistently courting a woman by phone to get to know her, you have FaceTime. That's more than what your grandfather had, your uncle had, your daddy had. I mean, just call the girl, get to know her verbally, consistently, to see if she's worthy of a date. Because I get it. You don't want to just be out here tricking on every little girl that you come across or every woman that you come across. So it's just like, why don't you just call her consistently to get to know her, to see if she's worthy of a date? And then if she is, don't be cheap about it, because she's not cheap about it. I mean, I go out and I wine and dine. I really went out by myself the few weekends ago. And when I went out by myself, I think my tab was like 120 by myself. And who paid for it? I did. So I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all want. We just want y'all to match. Black women just want y'all to match. We just want you to match. And if you can't match, then you just can't afford us. It's just that simple. But any woman that's out here, even if you're not out here going out and paying for dinner and stuff like that, if you've spent time and invested in your look, you should get a man that is going to basically invest in you the same way you invested in yourself in order for him to even be attracted to you. That's just common sense. You should not be out here spending damn near $200 on your nails, then pay, I don't know how much you spending on your outfit, maybe $300, and then you spending $200 on your hair. You know, trying to make yourself look presentable. And listen, whether you're the Instagram baddie or you just the bougie girl, men love that. That's what they like. And if you think that they don't, just look at social media. Look at the girls that they like on Instagram. You think those girls are cheap? You think their makeup is cheap? You think what they have on is cheap? You think their hair is cheap? You think their makeup is cheap? It's not. So that's what they like. If they can't afford it, then you just can't afford it. You can't afford her then. Don't try to make her feel bad. And this is the thing. These men are into the business of trying to make it seem like what you're requiring is too much, so then they can have easier access to you. That's what it's about. It's not about anything else but that. They need to dumb you down or make you seem like you're not all that great, so then they can finally have a chance with you, because they see that you are something great. But they don't want you to know that. They want you to think small. They don't want you to think that great of yourself or that highly of yourself, so they can have easy access. I mean, think about it. It's like going to a nightclub and you getting in for free. You getting in for free. All women get in for free. They want easy access. That's what it's about. They want easy access to sex. They want easy access to your body, your energy, and all of that. And if you don't know your worth, they're probably going to be granted access. And see, that's why they're into the business of doing all this extra stuff online with these podcasts and stuff like that, because they hate the fact that women are out here waking the hell up. That's what the issue is, because now it's requiring men to actually invest real time to actually work on their personality, because a lot of them, they don't have the greatest personalities. We can't be bought with their money. So now they actually have to put in real work, and they hate that. So they're working overtime on these podcasts, trying to get these women to make themselves feel small, less than, so then they can have access to you. That's what it's about. So I'm gonna get into this because I was reading what all of this, and I'm just like, they really upset. They really are upset. And the reason why they attack this poor woman, you guys, is because they don't want other women to catch on. They don't want this to trend. They don't want it to trend. They don't want other women to have this same mindset and mentality. That's what this is about. So that's why they were so overly emotional and irrational in her comment section. And she's just like, but I don't even date you guys. You're not even my preference. And then they got even more mad. Bless her little heart. I know she going through it. I know she just like, what? She probably really don't care though. I don't blame her. I wouldn't care either. Okay. And I'm just going to respond to some of these comments. So this man, he said, hold on. He said, Now I know y'all like to tussle and all, but don't come to this post to say she's wrong. Y'all, I think a man said this. I don't know. Did a man say this? Maybe it's a woman. Who cares? Gender don't matter. She right. He or she is right. I agree with some of what she says as far as supporting Black non-men. But I'm just sharing in order to read more comments later. Her comments are open, just like my block list. Go yell at her if you're mad. Yeah, go yell at her if you're mad. No, you know what? Y'all can yell at me. I can take the smoke. Of course, we just gotta have one out the bunch. She's saying some women pissing me off so bad. Okay, listen, if you want to settle for less, go ahead, sis. But don't come crying to us when you become a baby mama and then your baby daddy can't even afford to take you to your doctor's appointment or the baby's checkups. Don't be coming at us sideways, because that's what's gonna happen. You lower your standards, please understand that you're lowering everything else that follows after that. Don't get pregnant. Okay, so she went ahead and responded and said, I'm going to be real with y'all. None of these comments matter to me. You tell him, sis. I don't care if 5,000 of y'all disagree with me. Majority of y'all are Black men, and I don't date Black men. Y'all going to have to bring some disapproving white men on here to get me to care, and even then, I likely still won't. This is how you stand 10 toes down. This is how you stand 10 toes down. This is how you stand in your confidence and in your belief system. You don't fold. It's going to get hot. It is. And yes, these men are going to attack, but you don't fold. You don't fold, because you know why? Because then if you do, you're just going to end up in a situation that you don't want to be in. That you don't like, in some struggle love stuff. That's why you have to stand 10 toes down. 10 toes. I mean, you got to die on this hill. I'm going to die on this hill, because I be damned if I'm in some stuff that I don't want to be in. I already dealt with the narcissist. I'm not dealing with that again. You only got to show me one time and I'm done. I don't need to be shown. I don't need to go through another spiritual awakening. I got it the first time. I don't like repeating cycles. If I learned a lesson, I got it. I don't need no more lessons. Send me somebody new. And it's just that simple. Thank you for the super chat. How many FaceTimes and textings before date? I don't really feel like you should put a number on it, you guys. Go with the flow. And if you want to know how to go with the flow more, drink more water. Just go with the flow as far as allowing things to organically happen for you. If the connection is real, you will feel it. But you got to be in tune with your intuition. But you got to be dealing with a man that's in tune with his emotions. If he's not in tune with his emotions, he's going to draw it on out and then try to take you out on a $25 coffee date. And that's when you need to drop him, because it's a red flag. Okay. Let's continue. Now, this is a little lengthy, but I'm going to read it all. So she responded again, because she kept getting these, comments in her comment section of men attacking her because she said she doesn't date Black men. Listen, like I said, and I want y'all to see my face when I say this, everyone, it doesn't matter if you're Black, white, Black male, Black woman. We live in a time where everyone has a right to have a preference, okay? The only issue that we have with some of these men out here today is that whenever they state their preference, they feel like they have to bash the very demographic or whatever that they don't want to date. And it's like, you don't have to do that. If you say you don't date Black women, then you just don't date Black women. We don't need to know why. We don't need you to go into all of that. If you don't, I'm not going to take any offense to a man that doesn't date a Black woman. Because if you really don't like us, I don't want you. You know what I mean? Like, I would never date you. So it's like, it's no hard feelings. It's really not. I promise you. No hard feelings. It's really not. It's really not. Because there's plenty of fish in the sea and you just one little fish. So because of that, I'm just not going to take it personally. Hopefully, to the Black women that are on here, if there's a Black man that you come across that says something like he don't date Black women, okay, so be it. Who cares? Okay, I do not care. Okay, let's continue. So she said, I thought y'all's reaction to the post was hilarious, but wow, look how mad y'all get over me not dating black men. She laughed. Girl, we know they care. So emotional about it too. I don't date black men. I can get any black men I want. That's facts because she is the preference, you guys. Y'all know how that is. Therefore, y'all pretending that black men don't want me because of my brows, nose, bangs, etc. doesn't bother me. I know how wanted I am outside of social media. Girl, I know too. I know because I experienced the same thing. These men try to get in my comments and be like, "Oh, you're not all that." Girl. They comments be so irrelevant because I'm just like, oh, your comment, it doesn't match up with the energy that I get offline. And it's some of the men that I meet in the club or at the bar or whatever, they come up to me and like, are you Yanni? Da-da-da. And then all of a sudden they just be swooning over me. So I'm just like, and some of y'all be doing it in my DMs. And if I was in the business of putting y'all on blast or exposing, oh my goodness. So, I mean, do you really think that we care? But again, it's because you guys are in the business of trying to tear a woman down to make her feel small so that you can have easy access to her. She just said that she don't date you. But we know how that goes. We know how that is. It's crazy. Okay. So then she says, my refusal to date black men is not due to financial circumstances. She just told you that she's not a gold digger. I've had black men trick off on me. I just genuinely don't think black men are good partners. So I don't date them because it's pointless. I think as a whole, they're extremely dysfunctional. Even the good ones need serious help. Y'all, when I read this, I said, girl, she needs to be a spokesperson because, girl, she ain't lied. Did she lie? Did she lie? She didn't lie. I think a lot of us feel that way. It ain't for money reasons. It ain't because we trying to put the white man on a pedestal. Y'all are emotionally dysfunctional, and a lot of us just don't want to deal with that. And then some of y'all have other issues as well. And it's just like, we don't want to deal with that. Okay, we want to come home to peace. Y'all always trying to make it seem like the black woman is so hard to deal with. She's not feminine. She's not submissive. Let me tell you something, because I was just telling a male friend that happens to be black because he was opening up to me because I allow men to speak. I allow them to speak. I allow them to speak their truth. He said that black women are difficult. He said they're not feminine. They're hard to deal with. I said, have you ever tried to make a woman feel safe? Have you ever tried to make a black woman feel safe? Not just physically, but emotionally, to where she could be vulnerable with you, to where she doesn't have to be on guard. Like she has to have a knife in the back of her pocket just in case you do something to her. Have you ever tried to make her feel safe? You'll get a different woman out of her. You will. Now, will she have to do some type of healing? Probably, because she probably done been through some things that made her feel like she had to be in that energy, survival mode. I mean, if you're constantly being attacked and preyed on every day simply by walking down the street, not in the best of neighborhoods, because it's probably the hood, and you know how black men don't protect their communities. So, I mean, we're out here on our own. Yeah, we're going to have a pocket knife. And yeah, we're going to be defensive. We're protecting ourselves. But you guys like to make fun of hood chicks. A lot of them been raped, molested, abused. A lot of them abandoned by their fathers. But you don't care about that. You just see a difficult woman. I don't know what else to say. That's all you see is a difficult woman. She's been through some things. Of course she's going to be defensive. She has to protect herself. She's single. She's been used, abused, and taken advantage of. So you think she's just going to be open with you and you're not even making her feel safe? Not physically or emotionally? And you think that she's just supposed to be submissive and feminine? How does she even know that she can trust you? She don't know. That's why she's a little, guarded, as she should be, because she's out here by herself. I don't get that. I don't get that. No, listen, the Black community needs healing. The whole Black community needs to be healed. That's just my opinion. Black men need to work on their emotional issues. Black women need to work on their emotional issues. But the only way we could ever come together, if that day will ever come, which, you know what, I'm no longer in that headspace to hold my breath, because I'm not trying to die today. I think really it's just a matter of, you're gonna have to work on yourself as an individual and keep it moving. This whole trying to come together and sing kumbaya and unite, that's dead. We've been doing that for years, and I'm tired of the same talking points. We're talking in circles. So because of that, I'm getting off the hamster wheel and I'm worrying about myself. I'm focusing on myself. I'm trying to get as many women that I influence in therapy. That's what I'm doing. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, you're not doing anything. You're creating podcasts to teach men how to cheat, have hidden intentions, manipulate women, and use them and abuse them. Okay, because that makes sense. Congratulations. Okay, so next, we're going to move on to this. And just give me a sec. Just give me 1 sec here, because I think my camera about to die, and I need to turn it off and charge it. Okay, so next, she went on to say, I don't care if white men don't like what I have to say. Most white men who are upset by this are either white men who have Black men as friends and are therefore infected with the same dysfunctional thinking as Black men, or white men who don't spend money on women. Because we know there's some dusty Brads and Chads out here, okay? Just because they white don't mean they have money. But I've been saying that. Any decent white man who I'd actually date will have no issues with my post. Did she lie? She didn't lie. She didn't lie. She didn't lie. Okay. Then she said, I can be pro-Black women and not date Black men. I love Black women. Girl, we love you too. Black women are not men. I don't love Black men aside from Black men directly related to me. And we know why she only loves the men that are directly related to her, because she knows them. She knows their character, their values, their morals, and things like that. A random Black man walking down the street, she don't know them from a can of paint. So to extend love that way just does not make sense at all. We live in different times. We live in different times. If Black men are out here getting shot and killed by other Black men, why would we be out here extending love to all Black men of the community? It does not make sense, y'all. Logically speaking, it doesn't make sense. It has nothing to do with self-hatred. It just doesn't make any sense. This is not the 80s where we all went to church and majority of us was in there and at least being touched by the Holy Spirit. I mean, some of us are being touched by just straight up demons. So because of that, we can't really extend that love that far out. Maybe from a distance, some of us will. Y'all know I'll love from a distance, demon or not. I'm that type of person, but I don't expect for every Black woman out here to do that, because there's some women that have gone through some horrible things that they're just like, hell no. And do you blame them? No, you don't. But I'm at that point in my healing process where I am. I'm like, listen, I can still love him from a distance, but not, it won't be in the same space as me. But that's where I am. I don't expect for other Black women to be in that space or at that level yet. I have hope yet. So we'll see. Then it says, and y'all love to throw that bitter word around when Black women are simply speaking our truth, but then you want us to turn around and hear you out. We not listening no more. We don't care. So that bitterness, gaslighting, manipulation, we get it. The you're mad, you're aggressive, you're angry. We don't care. We really don't. We don't care. We just, I'm sorry, we don't care. So y'all need to come up with some other material, get in the lab and come up with something new, because y'all keep saying the same thing. I mean, y'all using the same manipulation tactics that men used in the 70s, and it's dead. It's dead, and y'all need to come up with a new formula. Y'all, but y'all lazy. Y'all don't like to read. Y'all don't like to educate, and so y'all just keep repeating the same thing, and it's just not working anymore. And y'all need to get in the lab and come up with something new, so then I can study that, because honestly, I'm getting bored. I mean, I keep seeing videos and I'm just like, oh, girl, he just trying to manipulate you because he's just trying to get you emotionally invested and get some type of control over you, so then he can have you more attached than he is attached emotionally, so then he can get you sprung, so then you won't leave. It's like, I'm tired. Like, I want to be challenged just a little. Like, can you guys like get in the lab and come up with a new formula? Anyway, let's continue. So sis went on to say, I'm single by choice. I just graduated college. Congratulations. And I'm in the process of applying to grad schools. I don't intend to go to a grad school in my current state, so I'm not going to start a relationship in this state. That's emotionally reckless. Look at her being a responsible adult, not playing with people's emotions. Thank you, sis, for being an example. So she said, yes, contrary to everyone's belief, I love dating men and I do have emotions. LOL. Hope this helps. Girl, you out here doing the Lord's work, talking about, I hope this helped. It helped for sure. Okay, let me go back. So she also said, okay, so this man said, it's sad. Let me stop. She said, no, he said, OJ Hood. Hold on, I'm having too much fun with this one. He said, OJ Hood said, it's sad y'all need $100 to $300 to date to decide if you want a man. It's gonna be real funny when dudes start making y'all pay for the first date. What y'all gonna do then? Because if you all you bring in is pee and attitude, the I'ma let y'all know now it's a big turn off. Y'all say y'all mad, y'all bad bees, but he broke y'all down bad. I struggled. I felt like I needed hooked on phonics to read that, but y'all get what he trying to say. Um, y'all, I'm sorry, but $100 to $300 for a date is just, it's not that expensive. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not. I mean, I pay that range on my nails. I mean, my nails, y'all. Just my nails alone. And I'm not saying every woman out here got it like that, but I'm just saying, like, come on. My nails, and you got women out here paying rent. You got women out here paying mortgages. You got women out here paying car notes that is more than $500. Okay. You have women out here paying for their kids' schooling, private schooling. You have women out here paying for childcare and $100 to $300. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got to do better. And you see the issue that I have with this. And if you caught my live yesterday, the reason why this is just sad is because you guys are so concerned about sex that you guys don't care about resources. Because Myron told on y'all yesterday when he said, oh, all we do is care about sex and women care about resources and all this blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so y'all don't care about resources? And it shows y'all don't care about resources. All y'all care about is sex. That's it. And it looks like it got y'all broke. Women out here caring about resources. We paid. So who's really losing here? It seems like you guys are, and you're taking it out on us. And we don't deserve that type of frustration. We just don't. We don't. We don't deserve that type of frustration. You should be out here trying to gain resources as well. It shouldn't just be women and you just out here chasing sex. But then you want to talk about all you bring is P and attitude. Well, it seems like all you bring in is D and a headache. And it's just like, come on, sir. Come on. Like I said, you got women out here paying mortgages, car notes. We can go out to brunch and spend close to $200 for ourselves. And you want to talk about, oh, it's sad. Y'all need $100 to $300 date to decide if you want a man. Really? So yeah, that's what we dealing with. If my mama's watching, this is mother, this is what I gotta go through. This is it. It's crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's continue to see. And then it was funny because there was a white man that got in the chat. That's why I'm going over to the other side, because I really be wanting to know how they feel about things. Are we insane? Okay. So she responded again in her comments and she said, some valuable input from a man who is within the demographic that I date. He said, Andrew Robertson, that's his name. Andrew Robertson said he picked the place or agreed to go, so he should be aware of the prices. But you know what was sad is that most likely Andrew had a father, and most likely the men that are complaining don't. And so they wouldn't know something that simple. I'm sorry, they would not. They wouldn't know something as simple as that. But listen, don't blame women for the fact that your daddy wasn't around. You need to be holding your daddy accountable for why he didn't give you that type of game or information when it comes to your dating life. Also, she went on to say, if I could be an escort without having sex, I'd definitely be one for sure. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make that happen. Maybe one day. Sis has standards. So she's not out here escorting. That man paid $397 for her outing that night. And you guys are bothered. Y'all acting like little high school girls. Just, can you believe it? Susan got a date and I didn't to prom. Like, what is going on? Where the men at? Where are the masculine men at? Can y'all come to the front? Then, of course, we have Jeffrey here who said the goalpost is all over the place. Y'all just complaining about Fresh and Fit having a preference about not dating Black women, but it's okay for a Black woman to say, I don't like Black men. I swear some of y'all deserve nothing but the dirt on your feet. Sir, a lot of us have homes. Okay, we don't live outside. This is why we have the requirements that we have. Now listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The lower your standards, the lower your standards are, you have to understand as a woman that puts you in a very compromising position. And the reason is because if you were to get pregnant, or if you somehow were to get in a situation with a man and he's not financially stable, you're going to go through some things that maybe you could have prevented if you were with a man that was more financially stable. Like your kids could go to a better school, you could have better health care and insurance for yourself and your offspring. And it's just like, men are so weird nowadays, because it's just like how it was years ago when a man would go out into the woods and build a home for the woman that he was with or that he's with, because maybe she was pregnant. He's going out into the woods to build a home. He's collecting logs to build an environment, a safe environment for his woman that he impregnated, that he chose to impregnate, and his offspring, right? And so he's creating a space that is safe for her. So once she comes in, she can turn it into a home. He can't do that if he doesn't have the resources. So if this woman chooses wrong, she could choose a man that can't even offer her that, which is just bad on her part. You guys are constantly telling women to choose better. And so now that we are choosing better, you guys have issues with that. It's our job as women to have vision to where our offspring, our children, our home life is peaceful, it's safe. If we choose wrong, we choose a dusty that's broke, that's just not financially capable, we'll end up in an environment that's either not safe, it's not peaceful, it's not a house that we can turn into a home. That's our job as women. So if you have an issue with that, well, you just have an issue with that. And it does. It starts off with something as simple as a date. We're looking to see if you are financially stable. And if you're not, well, it's not a date that I would continue. It's not someone I would continue dating, you guys. And this is what it means to date with purpose. This is what it means to date with purpose. If a woman is truly out here dating with purpose, she's not going to date broke. I'm sorry. Not if she's looking for a man that she can build with. And listen, building for women, it looks different, especially nowadays. Like if you're a modern woman or if you're more traditional, it looks differently. And that's fine. You know, whether you're in the home helping a man build or you're out the home helping a man build, you need to choose a partner that's worth building with. And that's what it's truly about. These men can get upset all day about how, oh my God, all women care about is men and money and da 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 da. And it's our job to make sure that if we were to create an offspring with you, that they are in a safe and in a peaceful environment. And so a lot of women are just not going for that struggle love stuff no more. And you guys are upset. And I don't feel bad. I do not feel bad. So that's what it's truly about. But of course, things get lost in the sauce because men want to make things vain and shallow because that's how they think. But that is why it is important for women to have requirements and standards. And your requirements, that's based off of the lifestyle that you want. That's not based off of what I want. There's no standard for that. So it's just something to think about. Okay. I don't make up the rules. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't make up the rules. So on that note, I had to get that off my chest because I'm just reading the slides earlier and I'm just like, no, they didn't. Anyway, shout out to sis that came through. She held her own, and I'm very proud of her. And I'm proud of any other woman out here that's holding it down on her own when it comes to her requirements and standards. Listen, men are going to test you. That's their job. They're going to test you to see if you will fold on your standards. And if you do, you're literally taking a gun and you're shooting yourself in the foot. So don't do it. Don't fold. If you know you want this particular lifestyle, then you need to start, dropping men that don't meet that. They don't meet that standard. And it is what it is. And listen, if you guys don't want to go on a date that's anywhere between $100 to $300, that's a choice. That's a choice. That is a choice. Okay. And this conversation, it's gonna range a little bit. Like I wouldn't expect a 20-something-year-old to pay for a $300 date or over $300 for a date. I just wouldn't, because they're still in the early stages of building. Now, I would say 30 and up. Yeah, I would, because I can't afford that. I'm almost 30. I can afford that. As a man, if you've been out here building and not tricking off in your 20s, tricking off on these hoes, you should be able to afford that type of bill. But you know how y'all like to, waste time and feel like y'all can be players until you're 40. And so, yeah, some of y'all are behind the 8 ball, and that's not my problem. Should have been out here building. So on that note, you guys have a lovely night, and I will see you guys very soon, either Sunday or Monday. And I'm trying to think. I'm going to try to get my Fresh and Fit video back up. So just give me some time with that, you guys. If nothing else, it will be on my Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon member, basically it's content that I can't post to YouTube for whatever reason. Whether it's the comments getting a little too hot or it's YouTube flagging my content, whatever the case may be. So if you want to become a Patreon member, you can. And I have 2 tiers. Well, I have 3. The first tier is just basically real talk with Yanni, commentary like this. The second tier is my spiritual tier where I teach you guys how to manifest. Don't ask me how to manifest a man, because if I knew how to do that, I would have been done did that by now. Okay. I'm just a big believer when it comes to manifesting people in your life. You're really tampering with people's free will, which I don't advise for you to do that. Now, when it comes to tangible things that you want, spiritual growth that you want to see in yourself, I can help you with that, whether it's beauty related, whether it's your spiritual journey, whether you want to gain confidence and you want to level up within yourself, because a glow up is just not all physical, it's internal as well, which requires you to work on your shadow side. So I can help you manifest those things. A man, I mean, I know y'all out here looking at this stuff like, how can you manifest a man? The only thing I'm gonna tell you to do is be in the energy that you want to be in, have that energy that you want to attract, and that's it. And I'm the guinea pig, so we gonna see. That's all I can say. On that note, you guys have a lovely night, and I will see you guys very soon.